still an echo? Because if there's still an echo, let me know. Otherwise, we're good to go here. I want to pew pew some things. So yeah, as I was saying in the start, hello, my name's Ruin. I am the Archsage to Arcanum Exodius, our little research library away. Okay, that one I can fix. All right, so that was an OBS. Awesome. Awesome, 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 awesome. Alrighties, there we go. No echo now. We are all good. Note to self. Unalive Bill Gates in Minecraft. I think it was just Windows messing with OBS. I don't know. I restarted Streamlabs and it worked. So, alright. Resume. So, anyways, today has been a weird day for me. I know I brought this on stream. I'm not going to talk about it too much because it is kind of a bit of a depressing subject. Um, but a month ago, almost, like 3 weeks ago, if not a month, I was assaulted at work. Yeah, at least a simple restart. That's the very okay. So I had to go to court today for that, and it was slightly infuriating to say the least. That the judge just looked at me and said, "Well, the guy was pink slipped, i.e., had no mental capacity, even though he did, but on paper he didn't. So yeah, he gets to go. Sorry about your luck." Yeah. Um, I'm not going to go into the details. I'm just going to say it was every bit as brutal, and I am very, very, very lucky to be talking. um, I got incredibly lucky that day. Normally, when I get really lucky, I prefer the lottery or like winning at Magic the Gathering, but I will take walking away from a fight like that. So, bad. Bad flood. So instead of doing ASMR at our normal scheduled time, because normally do ASMR this time on Thursdays, and normally we'll be reading Lord of the Rings, I got a little frustration to kind of go at it. But how are you, Annie? How's it going? How's everyone else doing? What's going on? What's been going on in your life? What's been causing you frustration? I think, what was it, last night that you were drawing feet? I had to have your chat wild. No! Twitch. Oh. Oh. Oh, yes. The bonfire. Are you talking about the art update? Or are you just talking about. Yeah, I love the ASMR community. I really do. Um. Witcha? Yeah, they're so wholesome and accepting. I really like great people. And let me see. I see a Tanya emote. Wonderful person. Good taste. On Annie. I just had to take a look. Oh yeah. Charlotte, I don't hang out that much with, nor do I hang out with Angel. Whoop, whoop, boom. So to summarize where we last left off, last time we played Halo 2, um, uh-ohs. Back, back. No, I don't want to kiss. No, I'm good, thank you. Where we last left off was towards the end of the very first Arbiter level, where we had to cut the station down so that way Sorry, speaking and shooting at the same time. It's a skill I'm still learning. So that way we would be able to flush out the final boss here. Wait. What? What the? What? Bad. That was so weird. Ooh. Oh, Zamzams! I love Zamzam. She's wonderful. Ooh, Gamu. Sorry. Yeah. So if you're watching the VOD, I'm just going over the different emotes that Annie has, because she goes around all the ASMR community. Yeah, Pearl is amazing. Pearl's a really good person. Um, oh yeah. Anyways, oh yeah, Zamzams is wonderful. All right, Walking Bomb, you are not the one I want to sneak up on. Normally, I want to sneak up on a lot of people. Normally, I want to say hello without them knowing, ever. You know, the whole VTuber introverted thing. But the one that explodes if you so much as sneeze on it. Yeah. Woo! I don't know how I dodged that, but I did. Okay, what's going on? There's just absolute chaos. I forgot how chaotic this level can be. Yeah, Zamzams is wonderful. Really good ASMR artist. Very supportive too. One that I've been lurking a lot with, and that I'm trying to work out we might be able to get a collab with here, is Violet or V. If she's on, we'll go visit her. Really good. She's a witch VTuber who's kind of new. She started about a month ago, and very much reminds me of Nemu, like early Nemu. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Okay. Where are we? Yeah, Rat Summoner is cute. Rat Summoner is very cute. Just don't tell her I said that. Mm-mm. Mm. War. Okay, I saw a sword over here. Boink. Okay, looks like I lost my sword. Yep. I can neither confirm nor deny that might have happened. Nope. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I would never encourage people to raid my friends. Ow, who would be that sort of evil person to support others like that? Nope. Mm-mm, 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 mm-mm. You're a good bean, Annie. You do a really good job at what you do. Okay. So we're almost out of power on this sword, so we're gonna have to swap out here soon. Trying to work our way. Come on. You okay? My dog was sleeping on my bed, and then I heard a loud thump, and apparently he had rolled over and onto the floor. You're welcome. Funny pet things. Ooh, cutscene time. Ooh, shiny. Hmm. Ch. There you go. Okay. Woof. It's on. It's on like Donkey Kong. Uh-oh. He's wearing red armor. I'm concerned, because red armor goes faster. Alright. And I think it's purple. That's supposed to make you stealthier. Nice. Nice. And we can just turn invisible. Where are you? Where are you, friend? Oh, he's not a friend. Oh, no. He was friendshipped. I thought he was gonna hug. Like, tell me. He looked like he was gonna hug, right? Alright. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. Turn stealth, turn stealth, turn stealth, turn stealth. Okay. Woof. Um, okay. We're gonna do this the easy way. And by we, I mean me. You guys get to watch. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Blow up. Yes! Got him. Mm-hmm. Yes. Hmm. You gotta love like how they portray brutes. You really do. Alright. I'm debating how to do this next level, because if this next level is the one that I think it is, you can either skip the first part of it, or you can actually do it. And the first part is kind of hard. What should we do? What do you guys think? I know it's been a while, so I'm kind of leaning towards actually doing it, but I don't know. Uh, let's see. Ooh, pretty. Hmm. Are we drifting? Like Tokyo drifting? Just imagine that giant ship going around a corner. Space police chasing after you. Oh, although I never saw that movie, I remember those times when like that was like the top game. Ooh. Now, what's really cool about the Halo series overall is just kind of how they portray, because this is all stuff that's happened in real life, which is kind of cool, is how they portray like ancient super weapons becoming objects of religion. Something that we worry about, and it's not that big of a worry, mind you. I want to be like really, really clear. But something that we do worry about is disposing of nuclear waste. All right, and the how something that can last for thousands upon thousands of years. How do we properly dispose of it so that way people who might not even speak English, who might not even speak any human language known as of right now, will understand not to mess with that? And unfortunately, as I'm sure everyone's been a teenager, the more you tell people not to, the more likely they're going to. Yeah, yeah, so this is the level. hmm So this is actually really cool. Maybe we'll play Halo 3 ODST, because that is those are ODST drop pods that are coming in, which is freaking awesome way to enter. And they're even kind enough to give us. You gotta love that line. Could you possibly make any more noise? You trade me, trade me. You do not know how to use this properly. I do. I am very skilled. That's why they call me Master. Yes, I'm picturing the Master Chief does speak like that. Yeah, it does not help, like... Oh dear. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Whoa! I have some of the reflexes I used to. So yeah, we're actually gonna duke it out. But yeah, no, like coming in on a drop pod, that's really cool, but I suppose you just don't. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, like that's a way. Would you want to know about the death? Or would it just be like, okay? So it's not actually required. One of the things that they tell you to do is to establish this beachhead. But what you can do, die, please. I asked politely this time. Woof. Woof. All right, there we go. Bow wow. Uh-oh. Okay. So one of the things you can do, we're going to stick around just for the content and such, but you can actually just take this path and skip this part. We used to do it all the time, um, back on the original Xbox, because there's actually a spot that was like really good sniping practice. Hey, look, there's the sniper. We'll pick that up later. We're going to need this right now. So if we stick it out here, we're going to duke it out, and it's going to be fun. Promise. Did you guys... Why are we... interesting. Are we dropping frames? No, we're not dropping frames. That's good. Ah, my old Xbox One reflexes are kicking in. Uh, let's see. So, probably once I get my anger out, we're going to switch over to ASMR, but we're going to do productivity ASMR. And that's going to be an excuse for me to, like, actually expose a lot of the collected artwork I've saved up, but we're going to be organizing and sorting the artwork. Okay. Don't shoot at it. Just hide. You used to be able to hit those guys as they came down. So like I said, woof. Boom. Got him, got him. Nice headshot there. Yeah, Starting to remember how to do this. I think I'm starting to remember. Okay. Okay, that was actually kind of cool. Sorry, forgive me for tooting my own horn here. Doo -doo -doo -doo. But like hitting him mid-roll was actually a good shot. And I know, I'm playing on a PC, but I'm using a controller. I have a confession to make, actually, and I hope you guys don't judge me too hard for it. But I I can't use mouse and keyboard. I know. It's the worst. It's the worst. I have to have a controller in my hand for a shooter. Anyone else like that? Oh, whoops. That rock exploded on its own and you can't convince me otherwise. Okay. So is this the invisible one? Okay, they haven't dropped the invisibles. Hey, that's cheating. We have a giant spaceship in orbit. Can you knock that out of the orbit, please? Please? Make it a little easier on us? Just a little? Like a smidgen? There we go. Now, little secret, if you ever play on Legendary, Halo 2 Legendary is actually the hardest Legendary, which is kind of cool. I mean, arguably Halo 2 is the... No! I saw what you had planned there. No. Wow. Um, but grunts actually can become more dangerous after you've killed the elite, which is really kind of a weird thing. Okay. You. Trade me out. Good. Good, good. I'm looking for something. I'm looking for something. Found it. Alright, so next wave should be invisibles. That's actually kind of where they give you a sword on this wave. Oh. Oh, it's not. Huh. I wonder if that's a legendary only thing. Does anyone know? I don't remember. It's like I said, I haven't played this game in 15 plus years. I'm playing it right now as our first stream only game. Okay. That line's funny, that if I was a megalomaniac, because in the current Halo storyline, and I've only played Halo 4, I know a little bit. Cortana does become a megalomaniac. Alright, I'm gonna walk. You guys, I prefer walking. There's reasons for that. I'm gonna see if I can nail a shot I used to be an expert at. Um, Not that. The shot that I used to be an expert at was coming around the corner here. There's gonna be two ghosts that come around, okay? And was knocking out the fuel tanks on both of them. I have distinct memories of actually doing that. Anyone, like, do you remember playing any games, and are there, like, distinct points in those games, like, where you just remember doing stuff? I don't know how else to put it. Okay. I might have just hit the checkpoint. There we go. Coming around. There's gonna be some tanks over there. Okay, there you are. Hello, friend. Oh, there we go. So no, okay. I'm used to that. There's a gas tank on the left side. You can nail it right as I don't have the reflexes I used to. Okay, that's okay. Bye byes. You're dead. Oh, what happened? What happened? No, bad. Okay, so I'm jumping to try to get a shot on their heads. I don't know, there's a lot, like, it's so weird, because, like, I have memories of doing so many cool tricks, but then I don't have the actual reflexes to do them. Ah, missed. Okay, he's dead, though. Like that. If you shoot the gas tank, got you in the butt. Haha. I touched the butt. I touched the boat. I touched the boat. Alright, so this thing's out. We're probably going to have to go in here. That's okay. So the reason why I've been holding on to this nice, lovely bazooka that they give us is that there's two tanks that are going to appear right over there when I get closer. Excuse me. I said tanks, not turrets. Alright? You were not planned. Please go away. If only that's how that worked. I suspect it'd be a large portion of the population that wouldn't be here. Oh god. You! What? There we go. There we go. Okay. You guys distract them. don't remember how to lock on. There is a lock on to this. Die. Die and stop bothering me. Well, we'll do it the cheap way. Okay. My muscle memory keeps messing me up. I keep wanting to hit the controls for the original Xbox when I do this, which is actually kind of funny. I can't remember if there's bleed to this. Toro! Toro! Come on. How did I miss that? We could title this Old Gamer Keeps Failing at Simplest of Halo Tricks at this point. Okay. That grunt. No class. There we go. That's one. That's two. Gone. See, Mr. Boom Boom rarely fails. Woo! Now this is supposed to have a lock-on for vehicles. I remember it having a lock-on for vehicles. Why is it not locking onto this stupid vehicle? Hey, you. Whoops, I hit the wrong button. Oh dear. Okay, come on. Toro. You know what, screw this. This is hilarious. This is actually funny. You! Alright, I've hit my frustration limit. You win. You won the prize. You weren't worth it, but you won it. Okay, so we took out the one tank over there. If I remember correctly, there's going to be two tanks that come over here. There we go. Tink tink. Boom. Okay, let's do this. And then I think once we get, I know Master Chief levels are shorter than the Arbiter levels. I'm half tempted to do this on foot. Half tempted. I think we hit a checkpoint, so we can give it a shot. Bridge needs to come all the way down. You also get a special line of dialogue if you choose to walk on foot, which should kick in 3, 2, 1. Oh, I do want the tank. Come on. Come on. I just want this tank. There we go. See, I got my own tank. You know, it's like when you go to a barbecue and they're like, hey, do you want this? Do you want that? And you're like, nah, I'll just make my own. Although I think that's kind of more insulting in that context. I don't know. It really kind of depends. That's everything. Everything is just a giant diaper of depends. That one was terrible. There. Move. Rawr. And this is why I wanted the Wraith. It's the strictly better tank. Alrighties. Now I know coming up here, because there's this famous segment where like they just straight up ambush you. There's also cool wraith tricks that you can do, like to make that shoot faster and farther. Come on, come on. If that didn't obliterate him, it didn't. Wow, that one did. You are either bravely stupid or stupidly brave. I don't know which, but hey, I applaud it. Oh, let's see. Okay, no. We're gonna keep blasting. Just keep blasting. Just keep blasting. There we go. Did you live? No living. Living and not allowed. Rawr! Rawr! The only advantage that like the human tank really has over this um, is simply the turrets. Abracadabra! I can make things disappear! Oh my goodness. I can't wait to get the model so you guys can actually see my facial expressions. Oh. Which that's going to be coming early 2024. Either the Chibi, so updates on the Chibi. My Chibi model mama, Nor, she's having health issues, and I am always about people over things. So as nice as the model is, alright, um, it is far more important that she does what she needs to take care of herself, because the model is a thing, okay? And I can get someone else to do it. And I have in the past. Like, I don't have qualms telling someone. Hopefully, we don't have to, but I don't have qualms telling someone who's having like legitimate health issues. Go ahead, keep the money, because the money I can get, I can replace. That's not a problem. Um, and the last thing you need when you're having really, really bad health issues is for someone to be hounding you for money, and finding someone else. Stop. Um, Caroline has given me a date of like April for being finished. So rig, I'm gonna say summer. I'm looking to getting another chibi model. I have picked out someone. They don't normally do, but I really like their art style, so I'm seeing if they're going to be willing to do it. They don't normally. Okay, I gotta sit back. I'm being a little too aggressive as I'm sitting here chatting. You! Stop. Bad. Did I actually get him? Oh, wow. I wasn't expecting to. Oh. So, what's one fact? Like, either post in the comments if you happen to be watching this on YouTube, or if you're in chat now. What's one fact that you learned today? Um, what is one fact that you learned today? Mine is, it makes sense, by the way, that judges don't have that much leeway in terms of like what they can order for mental health things. By that, I know I talked about this at the start. When I had to go to court, the thing I was asking for, I didn't want to put the guy in jail because a lot of times when people go to jail, this is something like jail is emotionally satisfying, but we have done studies and research showing that it's really not that effective. It's not a good way of prevention. And a lot of times when we do send people to jail, what happens is that they just learn to become better criminals because you're putting some of the best criminals all together, and they start swapping stories. They start teaching you stuff, Teaching each other stuff. Ooh. I think I did. What more do you need clear? Lady? Come on. Look at that. Oh, I guess. I mean, where do you guys keep coming? Is there like a brood mother spawn point here? Are we like in Aliens? Ah, just getting checkpoints left and right. Tank. Tank beat everything. So yeah, judges don't have that much leeway in that way, which it kind of sucks. But it also makes sense because if you go back in the history, I was thinking about this, where we used to have institutionalized here, at least in the U.S., institutionalized mental health. Um, by that I mean that we had mental health institutions that were paid for by the state. There's a long history of those being extremely abusive, and not only being extremely abusive, um, also like being used to lock people away who ordinarily, like, all you need is so many people to proclaim mental health issue, and you can get someone locked up, and that's kind of wrong. That goes against our due process. All right, awesome. I was hoping to get a Needler. Still does the Needler animation still does not go hard as the original Needler animation. Surprise! Oh, right in his ass. Woof, you just tanked that like a pro. Did we make him disappear? Did we make him go poof? I think we made him go poof. Yeah, the Needler animation in Halo 1, you'd actually turn the Needler around and hit them with the needles. And I wish they would have made that an instant kill. I know that might seem overpowered, but I think it'd be a fair trade-off where it'd be an instant kill with the full clip, but you lose the whole clip. Just because it was so ridiculous and so awesome. Okay, more needles. Yay! Um, I often choose not to dual wield the Needler just because I like having grenades. Hi! Die! You die, please. There we go. Gods. Don't worry, they'll make up for being really freaking difficult later on. Plus, the Master Chief levels are supposed to be easier. Because the Armored levels are supposed to be harder. Whoop-a-boom. Up-a-boom. Just keep shooting. Do I want to try it out? I don't think I want to try it out. Do I try it out? You. I'm going to do something irresponsible. Don't get me killed. Oftentimes it's extremely irresponsible because they then... Okay. Oh, I don't know if I got him on the second one. I do not know if I got him on the second one. This is definitely my sort of place. I did! Sweet! Sorry. My childlike enthusiasm is because, like, I haven't played this in 15 years, and to, like, still be able to pull off at least some of the things I used to. Glad this isn't Halo. This isn't Legendary. I'd be dead. Okay. Looking for glowing eyes, glowing eyes, glowing eyes. You! Start shooting! This is the one place where I want you to go nuts, because you have infinite ammo. See? See? if you start shooting... This is what I mean by it's often irresponsible. But hey, he did reload it for me, so thanks. Um, gods, pick your power weapon, I suppose. I'll drop the sniper, so that way I can have a bazooka. Is this Sergeant Johnson? Do we have the Sarge with us? Because we have Sarge with us. Hey, Sarge. Because Sarge... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, Sarge. Don't get me killed. You can't die. I take that back. Apparently you can. Okay. You're supposed to be able to sit up here and basically snipe them all out. Where are you at? Okay. That's one. I guess we'll slowly work our way down. But yeah, it does make sense. Going back to our previous conversation about like what did we learn today, it does actually make really, really good sense. Unfortunate. Unfortunate in my circumstance because we don't want to take away someone's freedom without due process. And oftentimes, I've actually been thinking about looking into going to medical malpractice because I work as a security guard and for a hospital, and I have seen some things. I'm more annoyed than anything else. I have seen some things. You, I know you're around here. You ran from me. Sometimes they run from you. Oh. Wish I would have kept that needler. Where you at? You're shooting from up top? Okay. We'll work our way up there. Um, we just don't want to take away people's liberty without due process. In my instance, it kind of makes sense because everything is on camera, but we have to go through the process of law because we have a longer than the United States history of just doing bad things to people as a species. And it's saddening. Ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Interesting. What if it's just my current controls? Okay. Itchy, itchy, itchy. Scratchy, scratchy, scratchy. Okay. Come around here. Come around there. Now to figure out where to go. Oh, neat. No, I'm good. Thank you, though. I actually, in the old ones, I prefer the Halo. I prefer the human sniper. However, I don't prefer it on this remastered because the sound isn't the same. The sound is not the same. Like, I'm actually gonna go back and just shoot it for the quick comparison. Okay, that quick comparison. Oh, wow. Apparently it's a smidge longer than the original. You guys should see the original graphics right now. Huh. Okay, I do like the update to this. I'm a little stuck. I like the longer barrel, but I also like... But yeah. Okay, so comparison. Alright, here's the difference. Oh, that's a detail I miss. I wish they would have kept that. The range finder is more clear on this one. So like you can actually see down the scope before you... That's kind of cool. Um, Alright. So here is a comparison. Here's what it sounds like with the updated graphics and sounds. Okay, not bad, but it's not the fear of God that this is. Like, that you heard and be like, oh gods. Okay. Just that pew and the trace it around and like there's just something about it. This like you'd hear it and you'd be like, oh, not me, not me, not me. Okay. So now we gotta wander around. We gotta figure out which way to go. Are we going down? I fell into a burning ring of fire. And then I think after maybe next checkpoint or after we get an idea of where we're going, um, it might be time to switch over to some productivity ASMR. Well, I appreciate the sword that's down here. I'm good with my current combo. One of these days, one of these days. Huh, poor guy. Oh, they could have at least given him like some corpses or something. Like at least make him a little more badass than just, oh well. For the most part though, I do like the updated graphics. Like I don't have many complaints about them. Sometimes I get a little lost. Okay. So I have to switch back because this is what's in my memory. Okay, this seems like we're going somewhere. Seems like we're going. Alright, that was a loading screen. That was a loading. How far back are we? That was interesting. Whoops! Look out where you leap. Oh dear. Okay. I'm gonna see if we can hit a checkpoint. Then I'm gonna switch over to some productivity ASMR. Um, we're gonna do some things to kind of start sorting out and organizing. Which, by the way, I am looking for more mods. If anyone would like to become a mage at part of for Arcanum Exodius, if anyone would like to become a moderator, one of our talented mages, please reach out to me. Um, I do need more mods. I do need more help. Um, and I would greatly appreciate it, honestly and truly. But, oh, really? Really? There we go. Anyone else? Bueller. Bueller. Alright. Where are we at? And we can probably go for like 10 more minutes because we're almost at the first hour. I usually only go for. Using. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I stopped talking there for a second. I had forgotten about these guys. There we go. Got some plasma grenades. We're in good shape. I'm gonna take a sippy while this cutscene happens. Not our library. Okay. Whoa. That. Oh, buggers. Huh? Get it? Get it? Alrighties. I got this. We'll be good. They're offering that to deal with the snipers that are here. Oh, sorry. When I stop. Ah, the frames. We keep dropping frames in game. I have no idea what's going on. I just wonder if there's a lot of assets being loaded or something. There we go. There we go. Push, push, push. Okay, we hit a checkpoint. Hit a checkpoint. There we go. Who are we shooting at? And why? Open. Hmm. Open, open, open. I should have kept that bazooka. Oh well. Oh well. Mostly because there's an old trick that you could do. Um, rocket launching. Where you could alternate between sword and bazooka. Um, we hit a checkpoint. Okay, trying to think of where to go and what to do. I also remember doing a trick here where like you could jump, you could grenade jump. I think it was from there to there, very very carefully. Um, you're not Johnson. It's interesting that they will not let you trade swords. Yeah, I don't have qualms taking point. Ba ba ba. Wa da 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 da. Wa da 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 da. Where are you? La da 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 da. All right. There's a checkpoint. We got 5 minutes left before first break. I don't know. What do you guys feel? I think that checkpoint's a good stopping sign for now. Um, yeah. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna save and quit, and then we're gonna get ready to do some productivity ASMR. So, what is productivity ASMR? All right. It's I have to do some things for the stream, and to keep me motivated, I'm going to be talking with you guys while I do it. I'm going to get down to my ASMR voice and mostly just talking about the things, the artwork, and all of that stuff that I'm going to be showing. Because what I'm going to do now, and I'll switch categories. I'm actually going to bring the stream down real quick. I'll bring it back up in ASMR, and just to keep the VOD separate, I'm going to switch categories, and I'm basically going to go through. I have a bunch of artwork that I have to sort and put into a document that I keep. Okay, so I'm gonna hit this lovely intermission right here. Okay, and I'm gonna give it a couple of seconds so that way that'll be the last thing that's on screen. And then I'll be right back in 5 minutes. When we come back, we're gonna do some ASMR, and it's going to be me just sorting artwork and various art pieces that we have gotten done. And I'll be showing them as I go. So if you're kind of curious like what's going on behind the scenes, definitely it. All right, be back.